does this have to do with this? Not really anything. How about this with this? Nah, not so much either. But hopefully, this has everything to do with this. That's right, we are distilling Pandan, also known as Kewda, Pandanus, Screwpine, and many other names I can't even pronounce. Today on Wildcard Distillation, we're distilling Pandanus. Stay tuned. Pandan leaves are a little bit tricky to process. They're not something you can cut with a knife, so you're sort of committed to gnawing at them with scissors. Now, I'm gonna assume that when they're fresh, it's a different story, but we don't have fresh. I didn't find these in the corner store by any means. So one of the places that I love shopping at is a place called Seafood City, and it's here in California. And I expect it's like walking into Manila because it's all things Filipino, and I love it. There's ube, there's purple everything, there's pandan everything, and there's so many different types of frozen pandan leaves. I thought, you know, it's worth experimentation, to say the least. So there might be some grassy notes in this, but I do smell beautiful pandan, floral and kind of almost musky. It's a really kind of a funky scent, but it's beautiful. So I'm really curious to see how this turns out. And the little scratches you hear in the background, that's Udi. That's our little Scottish fold kitty. And he's very happy that we're doing content. He gets very excited when I do YouTube videos. So we're gonna fill both of these columns, and we're gonna run the still and see what happens. All right, so we're pretty much done. And one of the things that was kind of nice is buying pandan leaves it's actually really cheap. So I paid $1.69 a bag. And that kind of begged the question, why there's actually fake pandan flavoring. I didn't quite understand that because these are, yes, they're frozen, but it's sort of like buying frozen peas. There's still a lot of scent to these, and you know, maybe it won't translate well in the hydrosol, or you know, if we get any oil, which I doubt. Well, this will probably mostly be a hydrosol, but I'm kind of wondering why the leaves aren't actually used more than they are, because yeah, the synthetic or the fake pandan flavoring, it's awful. It's actually full of not only synthetic flavoring, but the dyes in it in of themselves are just terrible. I mean, it's really hard on your body. Anyway, so the nice thing too about the leaves being so cheap was I could be picky. And so what I did is I just chose the really dark part of the leaf, and it has most of the scent. And it's kind of like when I did the second distillation of the pink lotus flowers. I actually clipped off ends just like this, and that made for even a more floral distillation. So that's what I've done with the pandan leaves. I've just focused on the really dark stuff, and you can kind of see in here. So both of these columns rather, are packed and they're ready to go. I have distilled water in the bottom of the still, and the condenser's full of ice. So we're gonna set this all up and start a distillation and see what happens. Okay, we have liftoff. So we're just starting to get the first part of the distillation of the pandan leaves. And I smell a little bit of grassiness, but I also smell pandan, which is awesome. So it's going to be interesting to see how this evolves. I stopped the distillation a couple of minutes ago because it actually stalled out about 20 minutes ago. So it's interesting. We got to about 17 ounces, but I reached that about 20 minutes ago, and then that was about it. So it's an interesting profile. It obviously doesn't smell like the distillation from fresh plant. And you know, we do carry this on our Etsy shop and also on our website, and it's very floral. It's beautiful. It's one of our big sellers. A lot of people love it. I do too. But I can't say I don't like this. This is a very different scent. You know it's Pandanus. It almost smells like Pandan custard. That's what it smells like. And it's got a muskiness to it. So I'm really interested to see how the scent profile sort of develops over the next couple of days. And yeah, it's very beautiful. I really like it. I'm interested to see how it works on the skin, particularly right now. We are in August here in Sacramento, and you know, we're sitting at 103 pretty much every day. So this is really the time of year that hydrosols truly they shine, because when you get that hot, you get what I call hot skin. And oh, I mean, I carry hydrosols with me everywhere, and you just need it when in that kind of heat.